It is interesting how after I posted that I'll be hosting Pitson this morning, 6 people sent a request instantly.
Hey.
Niache niimbe. 6 of them.
Nice.
And so I kept asking myself, what is so special about this song? Which is what we'll learn as we engage Pitson. And it's a pleasure that we have you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you
And so
so
in
much.
my own wisdom, I was thinking, well, in this song, there is family. You know, the urge that you always have you always want to go out there, learn, study, do your best, get money, go help mom, go help brother, go help that. In this song, there is faith. The fact that you don't just want to sing any other song, but you want to project your religion, you want to project your faith, you want to project your belief in God.
Yes.
In this song, there was that desire of what an individual wants to be in life, you know, like I want to go out there and music is my passion and I want to go and push that passion. That is just my wisdom.
Yeah.
Why do you suppose very many people are so passionate about Niache Niimbe?
It's because, first of all, thank you for having me here.
Pleasure.
It's because most young people are dealing with a crisis. We are coming from a generation where that knew kwenda job ni kuvaa suti, tie, nini.
Right.
But then there's this, our generation, where a DJ is earning more than a lawyer. Or someone can choose to be a blogger. And that's their career.
Right.
But then the generation of our parents does not understand that. They want you, you know, Churchill makes this joke. He says, akienda nyumbani yoambiwa, ulipata kazi.
I know, right?
So,
comedy. How
so
is that a job?
Kuna hiko ka friction kiasi ka hii generation yetu na hiyo generation.
Yeah.
So for me, when I was writing this song, I was quitting the bank. Coming from a salary, uko job, uko permanent.
My friend, you know, not any other job, yeah?
So na hiyo time, wakati wa parents wetu, a banker was a huge deal. Man, kijana wangu anafanya kwa bank. And then you want to go to music, which is akuna salo, akuna it's basically
because the gospel makes it worse.
You know,
you're there to spread the gospel as opposed to making money.
Stepping into faith.
Yeah.
So I released this song. Niache niimbe.
Have you been able to achieve anything that you spoke about in that particular song in terms of music has gotten to that point where it pays you and you can now feed your family, you can appreciate your family, you can do all these things?
There is nothing by the grace of God that I said in that song that is not done.
Oh yeah? Did you envision that, or were you just singing for the sake of singing?
Faith.
It was faith.
Faith. It was just faith. Mama nitakujengea, Baba. And it's not like I did it alone.
Right.
It's not. I'm not saying ati sanili mekdo nikamjengea. I'm just saying she is now not living, you know, in a rental house.
Yes.
The way we grew up. And all those things are done, even though I might have I didn't play 100% of what
but
all of them
happened,
are done.
Yes. That's incredible. And so, not just the 6, by the way. They've just told me, so I said, all right, then you have to speak something small about this.
Yeah.
This is how I should have started. I should have started by saying, you've seen me hosting a couple of people. Honestly, I don't think I've ever said this, but if there's one thing I'd consider as grace this morning is the fact that I've hosted you, because I'm a huge fan. And I'm not just saying this because I want to say it the way people are going, yeah, to be fun. No. It's coming from deep down me. Like, this so music has, you know, his music has been, you know, inspirational, has been speaking to me directly and all that.
Thank you so much.
She sings so well. So I am making that request on behalf of her.
Okay.
Utamjua tu utamuona na mtajua mtaangalia collabo ya mtafanya. Hakuna choice. Writing music to people and singing yourself. Which one pays the most? Which one is this that you value so much? Not necessarily actually in terms of payment, that you feel like, you know what, writing and singing a whole different thing.
It's writing for other people, and it takes a lot of humility to give someone a song and it becomes big. And I normally tell people, that song didn't become big because I wrote it.
Right.
It became big because they sang it. It was their song given to me.
In fact, in most cases, we do not even know whether it's you who's written it. Later on, after tumebambika, is when we realize that,
kumbe ni Pitson. So music writing to me is now bigger than getting those songs done by me. And I'll tell you why. At minimum, I write a song a day.
Wow.
At minimum. Between 2018, 2019, and now, I have written 500 songs plus that people have sung. So sometimes you unonanga a DJ playing gospel songs. Watch exercise is a mix, like a show just playing on radio or wherever. And 1 out of every 10 songs they play is written by me.
Man, I can imagine how fulfilling that can be.
That is fulfilling. It is grace. It is grace. For me, to be able to receive so many songs, yet sijirudi. Hakuna song ya mtu mmoja twaisikia. Wezi sikia Vanity by Daddy Owen na Pale Pale by Size 8 usikie nimejirudia.
It is always fresh.
It is fresh.
Unique.
It is for that person.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Most of the times, do you approach them? Una go through nini? Wasanii wanatuambianga, well, I write based on what it is that I'm going through, what it is. Yeah. What gets you into writing different? So, it's actually an art because sometimes it's not the situation. It is for them. Why do you say it is for them?
It is because there's no pattern. There are artists who I approached and said, "Ebuskiza ingoma usikie kama unaweza." And they did it and they liked it.
All right.
But then there is a song God will give me and say, "Ini ya so and so." Na nikimtumia atasema, "Wow, this is exactly what God was telling me." And I'm in this season. So I'll give an example of a song I wrote. It's called My Everything. So I write My Everything. I don't know who is going through a situation where Nameless is really sick. So Nameless is sick, who is going through a period where she discovered God is my everything. I send her the song. And so
sisi tukisikiza hiyo tunafikiria tu after tumesoma story that Wahoo was going through this and technically she wrote this because she was going through that. Kumbe,
but it works in a way so divine.
Okay.
So me, I'm writing a song on this side. You're going through a situation on that side. When I send you that song, it matches your situation.
Okay. Are there times people have approached you, wakakwambia, this is what I'm going through and I'd love to write something about that?
There are those times.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we had Biri the other time. The other time, akasema mmeandika kadhaa, yes, ni Biri. So how is it like working with other people in terms of writing, not actually singing?
So it's a company. It's called Pitson Pen and Paper.
Okay.
It's a company, 2 tune creators, 2 writers.
Right.
So they would come up with a tune, then I write on it, or I come up with a song, and they look for the tune.
Okay.
So I can't work alone. Otherwise, unafika hiyo place yenye unajirudia. Have you ever had one song unajua hii ni a producer so and so?
It's just like what it is that I do.
Yes.
So zingine asubuhi nakujanga nasema zile words zenye nilisema jana, like sometimes you really need a team to tell you,
okay, team around you to create content.
Right.
So that's how Pitson Pen and Paper works.
Okay, what's this favorite song? Nimesikia ukingangana sana tuimbe tuwekewe nisaidie. What is your favorite and why do you?
The one I've written or the one I've sung?
Nisaidie.
Lakini nasema
the
my
one
favorite song
yenye umeimba
okay.
Ama kuna pia ile yenye umeandika, which is this one that unaona hata mwenye aliimba ame-execute as you would have expected. Pale Pale by Size 8.
I totally love it. I totally love that song.
Kama ni mimi Masimasika, kama ni mimi
shule yako,
kama ni mimi Wahoo ningekuwa nimejam saa sana mbaya sana. But all the same, that's good.
But kila mtu ako na the song that really spoke to you. Zangu ni nisaidie. DJ, umepata nisaidie ama hujapata nisaidie? Because then if we go without giving Pitson nisaidie, then we'll have done injustice. Ama utaimba live.
Imba live.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Nisaidie Baba, nisiwailala njaa. Nisaidie Baba, nisipatwe na balaa hasara. Iwe mbali nami, hata kwa biashara. Ninachouza wanunue, nisibaki na bidhaa. Nisiwahi kosa pesa za kulipa nyumba ya kukodisha. Pia unipe yangu, nisiishi sana ya kukodisha. Jinsi ya kupata do, wewe Baba ndio utanionyesha. Utatoa vitu vinavyo nikondesha. Unisaidie. Unisaidie. Unisaidie.
Now I understand. You know, it got me thinking that sometimes we tend to feel like, oh, umefika kwa TV, so it's because you're good. And we forget that there are very many people out there who are good. You only need the hand of God to keep you going. You only need the hand of God to have you, having a shop where kuna zingine kama tano, but you still have people coming to buy. That's favor.
There'll always be in the market 5 mama mbogas.
Yes.
But there's this one particular mama mboga.
You man, see
Hapo kuna queue. Hapo kwake kuna queue.
I know.
The same mboga. Same thing as milk. Kuna mtu wa maziwa mtaani.
Na
hapo ndo watu huenda.
I know.
So you can't really do this thing by yourself.
Well, it's got nothing to do with juju. Sometimes it just takes you to go down on your knees, call on God. And it works. Maybe that should be song of the weekend. We'll leave it to you to go out there. Usijifanye uko na kiburi. We always say there's this kabad that is called kokio, that sometimes ikifikishwa kwa ukuta, it does don't go out there kuambia Mungu manze, I acknowledge that you're here. I'm somewhere, I cannot manage this. It needs your hand. It needs your, guidance and all this. So enda tu hapo Mungu umwambie akusaidie. So as we close, because we might not have so much time on our side, but we hope to have you some more. I allow you a chance.
I promise I'll come back.
You better. Thank you so much. But we understand and we are happy that at least you found time. So we allow you again, wimbo moja, and then we cross over to the DJ.
Okay.
Thank you.
Imekuwa muda sasa baba, sija kuimbia Lingala baba. Nimekuwa nikijishughulisha na marege na maraga. Mablues zikafanya mimi nkalala. Sasa nimeamuka baba, naimba Lingala. Listen, imekuwa muda sasa sijakuwa nikienda interviews. Nimekuwa nikijishughulisha na stations zinginezo. Hizo nazo zikafanya mimi nkalala. Sasa nimeamuka Linda na kuja 47.
Karibu sana. Thank you so much. That's a good one. I hope mmerekodi hiyo because it is hitting my status like no one's business. Instagram and all that. TV47, Home of Untold Stories.
TV47
every other day.
Thank you so
Umeimba tukameishi hapo.
Home of Untold Stories.
Lakini hujamaliza hata hujafika climax. Lingala ya Yesu.
Lingala ya Yesu wangu inaokoa. Lingala ya Yesu wangu inabariki.
Yes.
Lingala ya Yesu wangu si complicated. Tunasifu Yesu tu. Lingala ya Yesu wangu inaokoa.
DJ Vista.
Lingala ya Yesu wangu
inabariki.
Lingala ya Yesu wangu si complicated. Tunasifu Yesu tu.